Hey guys, Jason the Angry Wargamer here, and I'm going to teach you guys how I taught my son how to paint his orcs. So, first, grab an orc, prime it, whatever primer you have. I like gray primer. This picture isn't cleaned up at all, it's just to show you guys how I taught him how to paint it. Grab your brush, palette, a cup of water, and here's the paints that we're going to use. So, first off, we're going to start with a base coat. We're going to use, move it here, heavy green black from Vallejo Game Color. We're going to use rust from Model Air, and a gunnery also from Model Air. Now this is just the base coat. So I usually like to start from the inside out. So we're going to start with the brown. Now, the reason I'm using Model Air paint is because he is only 10 years old, so he doesn't really know how to water down his paints yet. So, as you can see, it goes on pretty smooth. So, do that. I figure when he's a little bit older, I can teach him the right way to thin his paints, but as for right now, this works perfect. Don't worry about the details just yet. We're just laying in color right now. I do like the Model Air paints. They come in nice and thin. It's hard not to like them, really. I'm not going to do the base right now. Like I said, we're just showing you how I taught him how to paint his stuff. I figured a lot of leather armor would be easy. So I'm just going to paint everything the brown. Get everything colored in. I want to try something new with the format here. I'm getting more comfortable speaking in front of the camera, so we're going to talk a little bit more during our videos. I like to watch a lot of the guys that talk during their videos. So I figured maybe you guys like watching those guys too. So we will talk during our videos. Grab some of the hand wraps. Like I said, this is real simple. My 9-year-old does this right now. 10-year-old does this, sorry. He's growing up fast. Forget how old he is. And that's that. So we're just gonna let that dry up for a second, I think. But now we're gonna start the green. This you kind of have to put water in. I taught him 2-to-1 with 2 drops of, or 1 drop of this, 2 drops of water. I just don't have the dropper bottle on me, but I know how to mix up my paints, so that won't be an issue. like I said, this is real simple. Just get everything colored in. Can be sloppy. I mean, obviously, I did that on purpose. I mean, obviously, stay on the skin. Like, if it's skin, stay on the skin. If it's armor, stay on the armor. But a lot of the stuff we can fix later on when we go to the highlighting stage. So if you guys haven't seen the video yet, I posted a video of how I did some chaos word bearers, part of a commission. I do take commissions, so if you guys check out the Facebook, interested in my pricing, you're more than welcome to look at that. It's AWG Painting. Search that on Facebook and you will find me. Also, you get to see a lot of my other cool stuff that I just either don't shoot videos of or don't post on YouTube. I don't know why. Just starting to take this a little bit more seriously. More of a, I mean, I guess I took it seriously before. I'm just actually trying to get out more content for you guys now. If you want to see some more of these quick paint job kind of videos, I guess you can call them. You know, the not so fancy type of paint jobs. Something quick, easy, you can work on, you know, you have a horde army, you just want to get some horde, you know, a bunch of models on the table, painted, you're getting ready for a tournament. Don't have your stuff painted, you just want to get the paint on the models. Quit looking for the quickest way. I mean, obviously there's quicker ways than this, but I can work on that, let me know. And I will work on some other miniatures, just a quick style. Alright, there's that. Normally I also paint with a lamp. I apparently don't have my lamp right now. Or I'm just stupid and started this video without my lamp. So I'm having a hard time kind of seeing a little bit, but it's okay. We're going to go on to the gunnery. It's the equivalent to this is probably the, I want to say, bolt gun metal, old bolt gun metal. I think the new one's called lead belcher. I haven't used any of the new paints. I do use the washes, just because it's easier for me to find those washes. I also use some secret weapon washes. My personal favorite is the red black. I do paint a lot of red apparently for the commission work. So red black is an amazing color. Highly recommend that one. Also, buy my bases from them. You know, when I'm not just dumping the sand on a base and then painting it up to look like gravel. I'd be surprised at the amount of people that just don't like to paint their bases. It's weird. Alright, there's that. We're going to do this little hairpiece in a different color. Maybe we'll paint it orange. They have orange lying around. But let me fix up some of this stuff. You can do this in the base coating wet if you're careful. Otherwise, just wait for each step to dry. Once everything is dry, it's going to take a little bit longer because for some reason the airbrush paint just doesn't like to dry really quick. So we're going to let this dry. We'll come back and I will put a wash all over it. The wash that I'm using, Agrax Earth Shade. So just wash the whole model and we'll come back right after this is done drying and I will put the wash on for you. Or actually, you know what? When it's done drying, I'll just put the wash all over everything and we'll come back and I will show you the highlights. Alright guys, we're back. As you can see, it's all washed up. I just used, what is it? This color. Model color light orange for the hair. So now we're going to go on to the highlighting. So for the skin, which I like to do first, it's going to be pale green, Model A. And with this, you kind of want to do, it's called overbrushing. So you don't want to put too much paint on, but you want to pick out the upper areas of the skin. So if you do it right, not too much paint, you can literally drag the brush across the details of the model. Similar to dry brushing. So it'll leave a lot of the color underneath. And because it's already pre-thinned, it can be put on really thin. Gives a really cool dimension to the skin. Same thing with the rest of it. Obviously there's going to be parts where it's going to be just flat color, which is fine. Put too much paint on your brush when you go to drag it across, if you're doing it like I am here, it will actually fill in the crevices, which is what we're trying to avoid on this. Or if you're my son, you just add too much paint and deal with it. But like I said, nice, quick, easy. Gives it a nice already shade. You don't have to wash it again. And the reason this works so well is because it's going to be for a horde type of army, I would assume. I can't really assume that though, right? So you're not looking to really fill in a ton of details. Just pick up some of the details. So, like you can see on the face, turned out like that. Comes out really good. So, really quick type of paint job. You don't have to be too, if you don't have a lot of paint on the brush, you don't have to be too careful. But yeah, so that's it. That's the skin right here. We'll finish up the skin here, and then we'll move on to the armor. The armor will be real easy. Kind of the same type of technique though. So the metals, the reason I don't have another metal or metallic is because these are orcs, and because you're using the earth shade, it kind of already gives it that, if you washed everything, it kind of gives it like a rusty look already. So just leave the metals the way they are, and you don't have to worry about anything else. There you go. So that's the skin. That's how that turns out. Really nice. Really easy. Alright. Now, for the brown, since we use rust, you want to go with a lighter brown. We're going to use mud brown for this one. Same kind of technique. Nothing too fancy on this one again. Again, not too much paint on the brush. You want to leave the details to be details. Now you can get fancier with this, but we're not going to. So. Now when this color dries, it dries like a faded brown, which is exactly what we want. Pick out some spots. This is possibly the easiest part to do because you don't really have to be careful with anything. You don't even have to get a whole bunch of paint on there. Just pick out spots. Leave a lot of the undercolor to it. Said real quick, easy, effective paint job. That is the leather right there. All done with the brown. Like I said, we're just gonna leave the rest of the colors the same. Oh, maybe pick out some of this. of that too. Now, if you want to do something really cool, not really cool, but put a little bit more detail in it, bone white. We're going to do this on the teeth because that's the easiest way to do it. Could take a detail brush if you're not really good with keeping a point on your brush. Even my point is a little bit sloppy here. But grab some teeth. You don't have to get them all. There you go. Literally the easiest paint job for orcs. There you go. I'll get you guys a little bit closer in here. Very quick, simple. You can pick out more details, pick out less details. It's really up to you. And there you go. We'll see you guys in the next video. And keep an eye out for more of these type of tutorials. I'll even do a few more Watch Me Works. Maybe I'll paint something, talk, post it, like some other guys do. So there you go. I do have a little quick basing tutorial on there if you want to worry about bases. Normally, for my son, we just throw some sand on there before we prime it. Then we'll prime over it, paint it black, and then dry brush a fortress gray or a light gray over it to make it look like gravel. But there you go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you want to hear me talking more, if you just want to watch me work, that's fine. Let me know. And like I said, we'll see you in the next video.